So the first card you have your past is the Chariot. So yes, this chariot, this man in this chariot's really determined just to go on this road. He's so determined, he's not going to listen to anyone else around him. And that's what I'm seeing here. I'm seeing a narrow vision. I'm seeing a narrow point of view. Someone's mind was set on something. They were set on one track. Nothing was going to change their mind. I'm actually seeing someone trying to tell you that what they were doing was right. And no matter what you said, they were determined that they were going to do whatever they were going to do. They were 100% right, even more than that. That's what they thought. Nothing was going to stop them. Nothing was going to get in their way. I'm seeing this person was so determined. If you look on this chariot driver's face, I don't know if you can see it. It's kind of under a shadow of the flower. Sorry about that. But yes, he has a very determined look on his face. He's not going to change. He's not going to move. Yes, this person was really, if you look at this card, it's very balanced, it's perfectly balanced, but I'm seeing this person wasn't in balance because they weren't balanced in the way they were thinking. They were very extreme in their thinking. They weren't seeing both sides of a situation. They were only seeing their side. Very extreme thinking. I'm just seeing someone on a track that, yes, it wasn't right for them. This track wasn't right for them. They're on this track and a lot of people around them were saying, maybe you shouldn't do this. Have you thought about this? People trying to reason with this person, but they were not listening. They were just determined to do this no matter what anyone was saying. This could be a family member. That's what I'm seeing. And some people, I'm just seeing a lot of people around this person trying to stop them from going down this track, but they were not listening to anyone. The next card you have your past is the Seven of Wands. So yes, this determined person, this person was really, really trying to push against you, push against everyone else. Though they felt attacked, they felt like a lot of people were trying to attack them. They weren't, they were trying to help them. Everyone around this person could see that they were doing something wrong. They were going down the wrong road, but they weren't seeing this. Again, I'm seeing this could be a family member. I'm seeing this person was extremely determined. It's like this person was kicking back against anyone who wasn't totally agreeing with them. And I don't think anyone was totally agreeing with them because it was very, very obvious that they were going down the wrong road, but they weren't having any of it. They weren't seeing anything apart from their own view. That's what I'm seeing. So the last card you have your past is the Knight of Pentacles. So look at you, this is you, and you're the opposite of this person at this time you were, because you were working toward something as well, but you were walking towards something very carefully. You were very, I won't say slow, but you were being very, very careful about the way you were going about something. You had something you were working on, could have been a project, could have been something like that. And I'm seeing a lot of stops, a lot of pauses in whatever this was you're working on. It was a bit frustrating, but also you weren't that frustrated because you knew that you had to go into a lot of detail with what you're doing. So I'm seeing you were going down one way and then something went wrong. It might have stopped you and then you had to stop and you had to go and research something else or go down another path or try and kind of find more information or something like that. There was something that stopped you in the middle of this. And you had to be very careful with what you were doing. You put a lot of detail into what you were doing, making sure everything was perfect. So it might have looked to other people like you were going so slowly that you weren't moving. That's how this horse looks. This is a workhorse, so he's working, but he looks like he's not moving. You were moving. You were just moving very carefully, very slowly, making sure everything was perfect. That's what I'm seeing. You were checking details, these kinds of things. That's what I'm seeing in that card. So the first card you have your present is, yes, the Two of Swords. So, right, don't be upset. What I'm seeing with this card is, and I think you know this, you just don't want to admit this. I'm just going to tell you what I'm seeing. Someone could be acting or doing something or something like that. Something could be going on behind your back. Someone's doing something behind your back. Someone's doing something they don't want you to see. So someone's not being honest with you. That's what I'm seeing. And I think deep down you know this. You know, you might not know what it is. You might not realize that this is actually a thing. But I think you can sense this. I think you know this. You're feeling this. Deep down you might know what's going on. You might have suspicions about something. You suspect something's happening. That's what I'm seeing. But you're not prepared to see it. If you look at this woman's eyes, she's blindfolded. You can't see her eyes because she's blindfolded. She's holding up these two swords, so she's in defense. She doesn't want to know. If someone came near her and said, hey, I can see this is happening. Did you know this person's doing this to you? No, I don't want to hear. No, don't tell me. That's what I'm seeing. Don't come near me. Don't tell me anything. I don't want to know. It's that kind of thing. It's like when a little child has their fingers in their ears and they're saying, la, la, I can't hear you, when you're trying to tell them to do something, to go to bed, or they're not allowed to have an ice cream or something. I can't hear you. And that's how you are. You really know this is happening deep down. That's what I'm seeing. You don't want to admit this. You don't want to see this. You know someone might be up to something. You can feel this. You have instincts. So yes, I'm not supposed to say I'm sorry. I know I get into trouble for saying I'm sorry, but I am sorry. So yes, if this resonates, please open your eyes to what's happening. This is going to hurt you. I'm sorry, it is. You might already feel hurt. You probably do if you suspect something's going on. It's a horrible feeling to suspect something, but not actually have it right in front of your face, and being afraid that it's going to pop up in front of your face at any time, or you'll find something out, or you'll see some evidence or something like that. Do something about this now. Open your eyes now, because it's going to hurt you now. But if you keep up this not wanting to see, if you keep on with this might go on for years and years. It might go on for years into the future. And the hurt will be even worse down there when you've invested a lot more time into this than you already have. So please open your eyes. I'm really sorry. Yes, I'm not supposed to say sorry. I don't care. I'm sorry. The next card you have, your present, is the Star. So yes, look at this. The Star can be about illuminating things, bringing things to light. And this is more than thinking or imagining. This is knowing. There have been signs that things have been going on, but you weren't seeing them, or you didn't want to see them. Look at this woman in this card. The star's there. It's right behind her back, again, behind your back. So this star is trying to illuminate things. It's behind this woman's back. It's saying, look at me, look how huge I am. I'm up in the sky. I'm trying to illuminate what's happening. I'm trying to show you what's going on. But you've got your back to me. Look at that, you've got your back to me. And also, you just don't want to see what's happening. That's what I'm seeing. The evidence is here, up here, look up here. And she's not looking up there, she's looking the other way. And, you can get out of this, you can get through this. It's your choice, you choose to do this. The first step in changing this is facing things, face things. She's not facing things. So, yes, also this woman's naked. Look at this, she's naked. So by that I mean, when I see a naked person, they have nothing to hide. They have nothing to hide. So, stop hiding things from yourself. You know something is happening. You know it's there. It's there. You've got your back to it. Don't keep hiding things from yourself. Please face what's going on. That's what I'm seeing. Open your eyes and start changing things. The only way that you can change things is to acknowledge it's happening. That's what I'm seeing. I'm sorry I feel really hard, but that's what I'm seeing. The last card you have for your present is the Knight of Cups. So yes, emotions. This is going to open up a lot of emotions for you. And of course it is. And you could be subconsciously wanting to keep all these feelings hidden, because once you open this all up, it's going to be very hurtful. It's going to kind of open the floodgates for you. And you're going to have to face this. You're going to have to face this. You know this is ultimately the right way to go, to face this. You are feeling afraid. So if you look at this knight, I'm just going to move it up so you can see. So yes, there's a river. Look at this. He's looking to cross the river. So He's on one side of the river. He's not crossing over. He's not at the other side yet. He's hesitating. This is what you're doing. You're hesitating to go over to the right side you're supposed to be on, to open your eyes, to see what you're supposed to be doing. It's not going to be easy. Just make a small start. Just take one small step into the right direction. That's what I'm seeing. It's not going to be easy. I know it's going to be very emotional. The first card you have in your future is the Five of Wands. So yes, I'm still seeing a lot of conversations. I'm seeing a lot of arguments, things like that, family arguments, family discussions. This is around this person in the Chariot, because I could see that this was a family member here. So there's a lot of family. There's still going to be a lot of family talk about this person. And some people in your family might be trying to get you to come back into these conversations, try and participate. They might be trying to get you to speak to this person or just talk about it or discuss this or something like that. And you just know that this person is not going to change. You know that. And also you just don't want to be drawn into these discussions. I can see that you're not going to want to be drawn into this. Also, you're still going to have a lot of this emotional situation going on. You have a lot going on in your personal life. I'm seeing this as probably a relationship situation. So you don't want to spend your energy on this person because you know that they're not going to change, this person in the Chariot, this family member. So you're not going to engage with this family. You're not going to want to do anything about it. You just don't have the energy, or you're not going to have the energy to be involved with this anyway. That's what I'm seeing. So yes, you're not going to buy it. You're not going to come into this. So yes, the next card you have for your future is the Ten of Cups. So yes, family again. But this is a happier family. So yes, this situation is going to improve with your family. And no, the person at the centre of this drama is not going to change their mind. But once people let go of this, and I'm seeing they will, once they let go of this, there's going to be a lot of calm coming over this family. So I'm seeing that people are going to realise eventually that this person's not going to change. They're just going to let it go. They're just going to put it aside. They're just going to say, well, this person has to make their own mistakes. They're going to do whatever they want anyway. We're just going to put this aside and we're just going to calmly move on from it. And I see that's what's going to happen. And you're going to help them do that by kind of just saying to them, I'm not engaging in this. There's no point. I'm just moving on from this. I'm just going to let this person do whatever they want. They're going to do that anyway. I can't do anything anyway. And people are going to learn from this, and they're going to realise this, and they're going to come to that same conclusion. So I can see some peace starting to come over this family once this has happened. So yes, the last card you have in your future is the Emperor. Here we are. So the Emperor is in charge of things. The Emperor is the boss. The Emperor takes control of things. The Emperor is ready for battle. You can see, I'm going to move this up again. He has his suit of armour on. Look at his legs. He's ready to tackle things. This is how you need to be. You need to be like the Emperor. Be strong. Face up to what's happening. Try to work through this now. Please try to do this before years go past, years and years and years, and you're in the same situation and it hurts even more. Do not invest lots of time into this situation if someone's being untruthful, if they're not being honest, if they're doing things behind your back, whatever's going on. It's not right. Do not put up with that. Be like the Emperor. Take charge of things. That's what I'm seeing.